Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's get ready for this live chat. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe right now. Come on in. Hi guys. Hello everybody. Welcome to Formula EOSBM. I am Marchel'e, and thank you for joining us here on this Sunday evening. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're right here at Formula EOSBM. Let's see who is all in the chat. I want you all to just say what's up, what's happening if you're here. Yes, Miss Ice is here, ready to go. Hello, Letitia. Yes, welcome to Formula EOSBM. Yes, our guest of the evening, Jackie Bertolette, is in the building. She is the all-around fashionista, from photography, modeling, model management, magazine editor. The list goes on and on, but we'll get into that shortly. Yes, grandma is in that building. Hello, everybody. So how has you all's weekend been? It has been a week since we chatted. What have you all been doing? While you all drop in the chat what you all been doing, let's get into tonight's topic. Tonight's topic, we are discussing upcycling and thrifting. Now, this has been a new, maybe not so new phenomenon, but it's definitely been a new phenomenon where people are really taking the time to revamp their looks to create something new. A lot of it is people don't want to just wasteful. They don't want to be so wasteful when it comes to fabrics and garments and things like that. So let's get right on into what the show topic is going to be. So this one woman here, she took a jacket and made it a bag. This one, she said you could tell that was some sort of dress, and did some shoes. This hoodie with the flannel up underneath it. I love it. So that is tonight. I'm so excited. We have so much to do. So tonight's candle fragrance of the evening is rose. Oh, I got a new camera, y'all. I don't even know where to put the thing at. It's rose water and ivory. And again, if you can recall the candle fragrance of the evening, by the end of the night, you receive 10% off of your Seychelles clothing purchase. So let's go ahead and see what Seychelles clothing has going on today. Seychelles clothing. Seychelles clothing here is a women's fashion travel brand where it's summer year round. We carry sizes small through 3X. You can get full look, leisure looks, swimwear looks, and you can even have your own fashion styling party. Let's see what items we want to look into today. Let's go ahead and hit the dresses tab. And let's go to this hot pink sundress. Now, again, we are in fall right now, but it is a way that you can always wear your summer items in the cooler climate. You could throw a turtleneck underneath this, a long sleeve, a button down. You could throw a blazer on it. So our feature item tonight is a hot pink red sundress. Carry size is extra small through 3X. Currently out of stock in a large, but this kind of is oversized. You could wear the belt, you could flip it up, you could switch it and reverse it. So let me know how you would style the item of the night. I want to go ahead and get right into it. Yes. So how has your week been? I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link because we're gonna get right into it. How has everybody's weekend been? Mine went pretty good. It's almost the holiday season. So guess what we did? We went on and we have our matching family pajama set for our Christmas photos. It's so cute. I can't wait to show you all when it's time. So the link is dropped whenever our guest of honor is ready to join. I am ready. So we did that. I can't wait for you all to see the holiday pictures. I think we're going to do it sometime in November. shoot after November so we can send out our portraits and things after November. So today we're talking about upcycling thrifting. So while Jackie is getting herself together, getting ready to hit the link, I want to know, when it comes to thrifting, is that something that you do? Are you turned off from it? For me, leave it in the chat. For me, I don't necessarily do it. I feel like the time that it takes for you to go and sift through things is just a lot. It takes a ton of time. So how do you all manage sifting through those items? Can it, because it could be a ton of things. So how do you all do that? So while you all get into that, I want you all to get ready for this interview. Jackie is all ready, so I'm going to go ahead and add her to the panel, and we're going to get right into it. Hello, Jackie.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you this evening?
I'm great, Marchel'e. It's good to see
Good.
you.
Good. I know it's been a while, right?
Yes,
You
too long.
you've been busy though.
Yes, I have. I'm always busy.
That's always nice. So before we get into it, I have to read your resume, honey, because your resume is lengthy, baby. So I have to read it. So Jackie is a designer. Let's start there, of RJ Luna and Haute Clothier, the founder and producer of Ohio Fashion Week. I've had the liberty of doing some behind the scenes and some media coverage from Formula EOSBM at Ohio Fashion Week. So we love that event. We can't wait to 2024. We missed this year, but we can't wait to 2024. Also photographer, model manager. You have your own podcast as well. Your website, it's just a ton of things, but your newest venture, what we're going to talk about tonight, is your Jack K9 Couture. This is right?
Fun.
Yes, it's fun. I like. Now, did I say it right? Is it Jack or is it Jack Edie?
No, it's Jacked because
It's Jack.
myself,
Okay.
I'm Jackie, and my partner who's working with me is also Jackie, just spelled a little differently. So it's Jacked. You see, we made it.
We love it. So it was a merge of the two names.
That's correct. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. And Jackie, she couldn't be here tonight, but Jackie is also an experienced theatrical wardrobe designer, an artist, a painter with a long history of advocating for fashion and art and music. So that is the shout out for Jackie. So be sure to tune in. I want everybody to do right now is share this link. That's the only way for the page to grow. So share the link and let's get more people over here at Formula EOSBM. So, Jack, this is an upcycle from Doggy Designs. Tell us, how did you come up with the doggy design idea?
Well, I have a little dog, and I was just playing around with her clothes, and I thought, I have all of these like blings and embellishments and laces and all these things from years of being a fashion designer that literally just clutter up my closet. So I thought, well, I'm going to take what she already has and bling it all up and get rid of some of my stuff that's in the closet instead of sending it off to the landfill. So that's kind of how it got started. And then Jackie came over and she saw that and she's like, oh my God, it's so cute. And I'm like, well, this is kind of what I'm starting to do. I'm making clothes for her, my little dog. And the next thing I knew, we were making clothes. So I was like, oh, okay. So
I love it. So I want to see if I can get a couple items up and just share a few of those items. But before we get into that, while I get those pictures up and loaded, let's take a look at your website. And I'll just peruse through it and you could just highlight what you want to highlight from it and we could go there. Okay.
Okay. That sounds good.
Okay. Sounds good.
By the way, congratulations on your beautiful daughter.
Oh, thank you. She's such a joy. We love having her around.
That's awesome. It's
Okay,
such
so
such a
are you
beautiful.
all able to see the share screen now?
Yes, I am.
Okay, great. Great. Okay,
Mm.
so here is your website here. Where would you like us to go first? Your blog,
So
your gallery?
yeah, let's go to the gallery first. That's a wonderful idea. So the gallery is going to be a collection of some of the more prominent, unique, or interesting images that I've taken over the years for the magazine. And these are going to have models from all over the country, although many of them are local in the Cleveland
Oh,
area.
okay.
And yeah, so the designs are all from basically Ohioans, Ohio designers. Hair
Mhm.
and makeup are all done by local Midwest because there's some Michigan hair and makeup artists in there, a few Kentucky. That particular model is from Florida. This is Courtney. Courtney is alumni of America's Next Top Model.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so she's one of our, she's actually signed to my management group. So yeah, she's one of our favorites. Yeah, so, and then this is Olivia also, signed to my management group. And Olivia is a proud Down syndrome young lady and
Mhm.
advocate for cancer. She is a survivor of childhood leukemia. And she raises every year, she and her family raise money through a snowball softball game for children's cancer. So she's an amazing young woman and travels all over the world, might I add, as a model.
Listen, I follow her. I know she gets busy. So let's see. I want to know, where do you draw in your inspiration for your different looks um for your spreads?
So it depends. A lot of times it'll come from the location. So I'll pick the location. We rarely shoot in studio for the magazine. Not that we don't, but we usually try to shoot on location. So that kind of determines a little bit about the theme we're going to be working with. And then we go from there. And I always try to push the envelope with fashion forward images or lighting or posing or location. So the models I work with love to kind of push the envelope. So that's how it
Love
comes about.
it. Now let's talk about the magazine. They can subscribe, purchase. We have the summer 2023 issue out now.
The fall issue is out. That's going to be the one at the top with Courtney and her brother.
Okay, wait. Did I miss it?
Watch.
Something. Hold on. Something is going on.
Okay.
Might have
There you are. All right.
here.
You see like 60s, kind of 70. Yep. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
current issue.
yeah. Okay.
That's the current issue. And that is Courtney from America's Next Top Model and her
Hmm.
brother, Emmanuel, who was a preemie, 1 pound when he was born. And
Wow.
yeah, so he is now blind and he does not speak, but he's an amazing young man, and he is just the light of her life. So we did a story on real love, true love from the heart.
Hmm.
So yeah.
I love that. And 1 pound, you're here. That's the main thing. And I think one big thing about that always made me stood out, that made you stand out, is your all inclusiveness. I feel like
Yes.
all inclusiveness is a way that make a lot of people feel like, hey, I can join, I can be a part of. Oh wait, where'd you go? Wait, I don't see
Mhm.
you. Hold on. Something's happening. Hold on, I don't see you.
Okay.
Where the all inclusiveness is one of those things where people feel like, oh, wow, I can be a part of. I don't have to look a particular way, or I don't have to be this slim size zero person. What made you say, hey, yeah, let's do, um, I need it to be all inclusive. Excuse me.
That's okay. So people ask me this all the time, and I don't know. I mean, it just is the way it should be. I mean, I just always have been inclusive in my life. I've never kind of isolated or categorized or anything. So to me, not being inclusive, it was kind of strange to actually for that to become like a thing. So it's perfect to be able to give opportunity to people's beauty from the inside. And that's my biggest thing. Like my book is called The Mission, Heartening Your Inner Beauty. And that's exactly what it's about. It's about finding your inner beauty through your self-confidence. In my case, helping you learn how to model and show your beautiful, beautiful side.
Beautiful in each and every way, right? Now,
Exactly.
I love that. Well, I think I got the images up now for a few images for the design from Jack. That's such a clever way of the name. Let's go ahead and share that.
Mhm.
1 second. Make sure it's on.
We should have brought your
Okay.
cover. You know, we did do a cover with Marchel'e. What about 3 years ago now, huh? Has it been?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's been a while. We might pop it back up on
Yeah, we
and
need to do another one. We need to get you
I
caught up.
know. Yeah.
Maybe.
I'll be back home in the springtime. You can get
All
it
right.
and save the images. Okay, let's see. Can
Absolutely.
we see now? Okay.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
tell us a little bit about the design here.
So this actually was a T-shirt that was just I won it at some contest, and it was like not even close to my size. So it kind of just ended up in a pile because it was a gift, and I couldn't, part with it. That's kind of important to me to have gifts. So it's been sitting on a shelf, and I took the jean part was already something that my dog owned, and the tie-dye T-shirt and made lining of this jean jacket. And then I ironed on the cute little iron on that says love happy or love is happy, I
Mm-hmm.
believe it. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so it's
Mm-hmm.
a little bit of an all-inclusive, love is love kind of T-shirt. So it's cute. It's so beautiful on a little dog.
Yeah. These are nice, and everybody is always looking for something to make themselves stand out. People love their dogs just as much as they love their humans, friends and family. So
Exactly.
I love
Exactly.
this.
And it
Yeah.
shows the personality of the dog, so it's really fun. And some of them are less blingy, and some of them are more blingy. So, and there's boys and girls. So, yeah. So
Okay,
this
nice.
is a cute one. Yeah, it took a while. I had all these rivets that were sitting around. I mean, literally, I have so many embellishments. So, and again, the T-shirt was something that I had from another event that I didn't end up using. So, some of it is purchased, but most of it is upcycled, just trying to kind of use up the stash, if you will. And
Mhm. Mhm.
this one I love for like the most bougie male dog you've ever met. And
Yes.
yeah, this is like Butch on steroids. I love it. It's so
Yeah.
yeah, it's
This is really
so
cute.
much
The plaid, the gold.
attitude.
Mhm.
That one
Cute.
definitely would get his attention. So yeah,
And I see
and
some
this
lace on this one.
yes, this lace came from a wedding gown that I made a couple years back, and I mean, you're not gonna throw lace away. I mean, it's too expensive and it's too nice, but I mean, what do I do with lace? Most of what I do is fashion forward. So lace kinda isn't really in my genre. So I just thought I'm gonna cut it up and sew it on, and again, I'm just using up my stash, and, the bling that's on all of these that you see, this is stuff that I've had in my stash. I have reels
Mhm.
and reels of bling that that just sit on the shelf. I might use a yard here or a yard there, but I just don't, can't part with it because I don't want it to end up in a landfill somewhere. So
Yes.
n- now it's on my upcycled puppy dog clothes, canine couture. So
I love that. So how Okay, so we all know certain fabrics don't go out of style, meaning like silk and how you mentioned lace and denim, but the style of the item, it will go out of style. What do you say to somebody that's sitting there with a pile of things? Do they should they just take it to the Goodwill or the Salvation Army? Do they find a designer or a stylist who may upcycle? Should they send it to them? What should they do with their items that they just have like laying around that they're not wearing any longer?
Well, I think it's always important to pass it on and pay it forward. So if you don't have any sewing skills and you don't have the ability to revamp it and upcycle it, then I would definitely look for places to donate. My first choice is not usually Goodwill or Salvation Army. I usually try to go to churches or, local needs, people who are going to have direct benefit from them.
Mhm.
But of course, Goodwill and Salvation Army is always good too, because you do get a tax write-off with that, which you don't get if you if you donate to a direct person. But for me, I just can't throw anything away. I mean, I gained a few pounds as I got older, so I have all my clothes for my skinny clothes. I still have the whole closet of skinny clothes, so I don't want to throw them away. They're nice clothes. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been blessed
Mhm.
with really nice clothes. I'm very, and like you, I'm certain, very picky about quality. So the pieces that I buy are long lasting classic pieces. And so I can't throw them away. And this is honestly, the canine couture is just the newest version of upcycling for me, because I have been a thrifter since I was a teenager, even before it was cool. So, and I
Okay,
was
okay.
then, but it wasn't called upcycling, I mean, I would go,
Mhm.
nothing fit me because I
Now
am
what is your Go ahead.
I'm 6 foot tall, and at the time before I got old, I was a zero, and I mean, nothing fits
Mhm.
someone that size. So I ended up
Mhm,
learning
mhm.
how to sew very young, and I took I lived at the thrift store, and because fabric's too expensive. I'll be straight up with you. To
Ye
buy
I believe
fabric,
it.
very expensive. So if you buy
Mhm.
something that's already purchased or already made, then not only are
Mhm.
you getting a deal on it, but you're saving the planet. So
You're
it's
you're
kind of a
saving it. So what is your approach? Since you've been thrifting a long time, so say someone like me, I just feel like I don't have the energy to just go through and sift through things. What is your approach going to a thrift store, or what makes for a good thrift store? Let's start with that first. What makes for a good thrift store, and then what's your approach when you go to a thrift store?
Okay, my favorite thrift stores are ones that have a really large variety of sizes,
Mhm.
because whether I'm looking for something for myself or whether I'm looking for something to upcycle, the bigger sizes help me have more fabric to work with. So I will go to the 3X, 4X section, although I get some eyeballs, but I go
Mhm.
there because there's more fabric to work with, and then I can make something brand new, and then I'll go to my section, my size, and then pick something that's a basic foundation, and then use the larger size to bling it up or upcycle it or to restyle it. So for me, a wide range of clothes is really important. Style of those clothes is not that important to me because I'm going to change it up anyway. Um,
Mhm.
Definitely a wide range from, even like, I'll even look at the kids section because they have cute little blings and all kinds of things,
Okay.
you need to put
Okay.
yourself in that and put it on that. And so, yeah, I'll come home with probably $20 worth of stuff and have, 20 different pieces of fabric that I'm going to totally cut up. And then all that ends up in my stash.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah,
So
that's how it
so
goes for
what so some of the faux pas that goes with thrifting, they're like, "Oh my god, somebody
me.
used those clothes. I don't want those clothes." The smell, bed bugs,
Mhm.
are those like cliches, or are those really um issues that come along with thrifting, or that is that just something that people assign to it just because they only want to purchase new?
I think some of it has been a stigma over the years for sure. When I started thrifting, some 30 years ago, there was definitely there was some truth to having some issues on what you had to be careful what you picked, kind of stuff.
Mhm.
Um, I'm not saying you don't have to do that now, but I think that the thrift companies are much more cognizant of it, and they take care
Mm-hmm.
to make sure that before they put stuff out, probably because of the litigious society that, you know, they put something out that someone can sue them over. So they go through the washing stages and everything based on
Okay.
the health department. So
Mm-hmm.
for the most part, you're pretty safe going to a thrift store. But I personally try, not that I haven't ever done it, but I try to avoid shoes because that can mess with your posture. People walk
Mm-hmm.
differently. So I have
Oh,
bought
okay.
shoes.
Didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I have bought shoes, but only to wear for one evening or something like that. If you're going to actually use a pair of shoes, I try to avoid thrift because, you know, the person who had them before is going to have a different cadence than mine. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's mess with your spine. It's like inserts. So I avoid those.
Um,
And of course, I avoid intimates. I don't even go to that section.
right.
Honestly, other than that, I mean, it's wide open. And for me, I have to have kind of like a trajectory because I mean, I'll buy everything in the store. I do have a shopping problem.
Mhm, 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 mhm.
I have to know what I'm going for, and I have to not look at every single piece. I think that's the key.
Okay.
I just kind of look down the row, and if there will be a fabric that just kind of jumps out at me, and then I'll go look at the piece and decide whether it's
Mhm.
something that. So it's generally the material that draws me more than the style of the piece. So yeah, that's
I
my
see.
strategy.
That's your strategy. That's a good strategy. So my co-host is here. She's ready to join. She probably has a question or two for you. So Miss Ice, if you're ready, I'm gonna go ahead and add you.
Hello,
Hello.
hello.
Hey,
Good to see you all. Hey, Jackie,
good
how
to
are
see you.
you? Well, I've had the great pleasure to be invited to follow Marchel'e on I want to say two occasions, maybe three.
Mhm,
We did her forum, which was the day before everybody was setting up at the Holiday Inn. And we
mhm.
had a really great time of it. And then I was able to return the next day and do some behind the scenes. And I just had a really great time. Every time that I am at your fashion shows, I've captured some really great pictures and really got my feet wet as a fashion photographer because it's a totally different monster
It
when you're
totally is
shooting fashion
different.
shows.
Yes, it is.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
And I
And
really
it's
Now,
fun
appreciate.
to handling the lighting on a runway can be very challenging. So yes.
And
Mhm.
capturing those pieces, when they're walking and the movement. And I think one of the greatest things that I have with you is the all inclusiveness. I know you all touched on that a little bit, but if you did not already answer it, what made you decide to be all inclusive? And please forgive me, my eye is like watering.
Oh, that's okay. Um, we sort of did talk about that briefly. The inclusive thing to me, it's kind of foreign because I've just always been inclusive, and I didn't know I was inclusive. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
I've never been the one to stand in the corner and talk about people, and I just never was like that. And
Mm-hmm.
it never meant anything to me. In fact, I was probably the uncool chick in the school that would go and sit at the table and nobody would sit with the girl. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I mean,
oh.
yeah.
I was always
Look
like,
at you now.
right. I wouldn't want to be alone. I mean, come
Right.
on.
Mhm.
Everybody's beautiful. Everybody's
Yeah.
worthy.
Right.
Everybody's beautiful. So it just,
Yeah.
I
And
don't
as a plus size
understand how.
model, yeah.
Yeah, I
As
don't
a plus
understand
size,
how being inclusive. So I don't really know. It just is. I don't
yeah.
know.
Yeah. And I think that's the beauty of it as a plus size woman and a plus size model. It really gave me a lot of inspiration to see
Mhm,
such a diversified group of beautiful individuals and models and
mhm.
stylists. And I think that gave actually helped to give me life as well.
Good.
What made you decide to go into fashion and to do your magazine as well as your fashion shows?
So I started in fashion, I suppose you could say, when I was 14. We sort of touched on this earlier. I'm 6 foot tall, and in my teen years, I was like a size 02. And so I have a 36-inch inseam. They don't make those clothes. Okay. Even
Right.
today, even today, you have to go to the super specialty stores for my clothes. I learned how to sew very early, but I only did it for myself. I didn't ever think of going for someone else. After high school, I went to photography school. And I knew during photography school that I wanted to go into music, ironically. So there was a very large local music scene in Cleveland at the time. It was very emerging artists and really a lot going on. So after I got my degree, I started working in the music field, but I was wearing the clothes that I had made for myself, going to work wearing my clothes, and
nice.
yeah. So ironically, the lead singers of these bands were commenting on my clothes, and the next thing I know, I was making stage clothes for
Wow.
the men.
Oh wow, that just fell right into place.
Yeah. I'm like, how did I become a fashion designer? I don't know. I just did. So yeah, that's
Was your calling.
It really was. So, but I always was the weird one that wore fashion forward, like everybody else was wearing like jeans and concert shirts, and I was wearing, I would take the concert shirt, but I would cut it or slip it or something, something funky or so I've always kind of been the fashion of some kind. But I would say it was definitely in the music industry that kind of turned me into, I could make this a career. So that's how I got into fashion. And I've been doing that remotely because I really was afraid to move to New York back in the day. And that was where it was. I mean, you couldn't work in the Midwest as a fashion photographer. So, so I did a lot of remote stuff, a lot of things through the mail because they didn't really have internet. That's how old I am. Anyway.
Right.
Anyway, so I've worked remotely in the fashion industry for the last 20 years. And then when my third child was born, he was born very sick. And so I did have a day job. I was working as a graphic designer and company photographer for an insurance company. And I had to resign because I didn't have the time to take. He was very sick. So when I resigned, I was home with him for 3 years. He could not leave the house. It was very bad. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for bringing.
Amen. Thank you, Lord.
Amen. Yes, you've no idea, man. Anyway, I look back on it now and I think, it wasn't that bad. But then I think, oh my God, I remember it. No, it really was that bad.
Yeah, you got through it. You got through it, though. That's
thing. Right.
That's the most important thing. Anyway, so after being at home for all these years, I mean, I've been a worker since I was 12. I mean, I had paper out at 8. So I was climbing the walls. Okay. And my husband said to me, because he's a musician. Well, he's a steel worker now, but I met him. He was a musician. And he knows me as a photographer from music. And he said, why don't you start that magazine that you've always talked about,
Wow.
Like, what? And
right.
Like it never crossed my mind.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what? I know it's insane, but I wanted to do that when I was 20 and fresh out of college. There was no opportunity here, like none. I mean, we're in Cleveland. I'm not sure if you're in Cleveland or Atlanta with Marchel'e now, but there's nothing in the Midwest for that. So I thought, you know what? I am going to do this. I'm going to start a magazine that gives young people an opportunity for a platform to get started.
Awesome.
Who have aspirations. And then it wasn't, before it even came out, the first issue, it went from just giving new professionals an opportunity to being a platform for inclusion of all kinds, for all models, all photographers, all designers. I mean, if you were in fashion and we could promote you, this was your platform. So
wow.
That's how the magazine started, and everything else kind of branched off of the magazine. So
Yeah, and it's a beautiful
Yeah.
magazine. Look at Marchel'e. I'm in love with this cover. And the way that you lay out your fashion shows, you have all of these big, super life size pictures of your cover magazine covers, and I just think it's so beautiful and such a blessing to be able to provide such a platform. And if there's no space, then you make that space, and you have created a space that is very valuable and just an intricate part of fashion in the Midwest outside of New York and anywhere else, so that right there was that aha moment, and it just has blossomed, and I really appreciate you for that.
Well,
Yes, and me too.
well, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure to be able to, I really feel like being a photographer was a gift from God, because I am really good at it, being able to bring the beauty out of people.
Yes.
Because we talked about this, the beauty is inside, not outside. Okay. I can make you a model. That's not a big deal. I can teach you how to pose. I can teach you all that, but I can't make you beautiful. Only you can make you beautiful. So I've been blessed to be able to pull that out of people, and make them see themselves in the best light. And so I feel like it's my, my duty, my service to God is to give this to other people to make them feel more beautiful. And, it's such a blessing to be able to do it. I just, I love every minute of my life.
Love it.
Amen.
Live away.
And you say it with a smile, so we know it's true.
It's real.
So we're not going to hold you too long. So if it's anybody in the chat that has a question for Jackie, this is the time to leave it in the chat. And I just have one more question for you. When you are modeling, when you are managing models and you're looking to sign new models, what exactly are you looking for?
So my main concern is a model who is willing to learn, who is, can you hear me? Yes. Okay. Somebody who is teachable, who doesn't think that they, know what they're doing, because I don't care how professional you are, you don't know what you're doing until you're working in the Midwest. Because working in the main markets is different than working in the Midwest, and working in the Midwest is different than working in Atlanta, and working in Atlanta is different, it's all different. So I need a model who's teachable. I need a model who's willing to learn and passionate about learning it. And if it's a minor, I need a parent that's willing to facilitate that for the child, meaning carry them to, shows and drive them to photo shoots and, be the show mama, if you will. But it has nothing to do with the outer picture for me at all. I mean, I'm so blessed to be able to say that my management firm has models that range from 5 years old to 67 years old, who are all sizes, all genres. We have an LGBTQ model. We have Olivia is Down syndrome. We have, we have brain damage. Like, none of it matters. Okay. I just want to beauty in people. And if you feel beautiful, then you make someone else's day beautiful. I mean, it's a chain reaction. And so for me, this whole thing is more than fashion or modeling, It's funny. My oldest son thinks that it's very like a shallow, he's like, oh, it's so shallow fashion and all that, but the truth of the matter is that it's absolutely not. It is 100% from the inside. Some of the main industry is, I'm not going to lie, it is pretty shallow in some of the main industry. But what we're doing in the Midwest, what everybody who works with me, and there's 3 other women in the Midwest who do the same thing that I do, and we're all working together to promote inclusion. The most important thing is sharing beauty, sharing love, sharing, and loving what you're doing.
You
Absolutely.
definitely have to
Absolutely.
love what you do. We
Mhm.
definitely love everything it is that you do. I want to say thank you for your time. I went a little over 15 minutes with you,
Yes.
but you
I'm
have
sorry,
so
that's
much to
okay.
say. Like I said, the most
I can certainly
impressive
talk.
resume. So yeah, thank you for coming on tonight. Is there anything else you want to share? Anything you have coming up? You want to drop your social medias? The floor is yours.
Sure. Coming up, this is going into the kind of the lull of fashion. There's not much happening until February Fashion Week in New York. Um, but I have the Capture Coutures, which are the magazine photo shoots coming up. So I have the winter issue is being shot on November 26th. I have the holiday issue being shot on November 25th. I have spring issue of next year already set up for June. So if you're interested in participating, that's the thing is anyone can be part of the magazine. So if you're interested in participating, shoot me an email or even a PM, and you can use hoteohio.com and get to me through there. My social media is going to be Haute Ohio or it's going to be Ohio Fashion Week. And on like Instagram, it's OHFW_official. So if you want to be part of what we're doing, you don't have to be professional and seasoned. You can be, but you don't have to be. We're gonna teach you how to do it and we'll walk you through it. So get with me.
I love it. Well, thank you for your time,
Thank
and
you.
we will chat soon.
All right. Bye, Marchel'e. Bye, bye.
Okay, Miss
How
Ice, baby,
beautiful.
what's going on?
Just everything. I mean, I was just so impressed with the thrifting part. Um, I'm with her with the thrifting. I love thrifting. I am a thrifter. I have favorite thrift stores for certain things. And I'm just so excited about, the upcycling part of it. I think that tied in with the young lady we had on a few episodes ago, where she's having that fashion show where it is upscale, upcycled with the thrift. You know what I mean? But it's supposed to be like high fashion. And I love everything about thrift stores. I'm sorry.
I love it. Well, I want you to tell them a little bit about it. I'm gonna step away for 2 seconds and tell them all about it. Give me about 4 or 5 minutes. You got
All
it?
right, cool.
Okay,
Hmm.
cool.
Well, everybody, I have the floor. It's the one and only Miss Ice, and we're gonna talk a little bit about thrifting. Um, I know in the Midwest we have Savers. I think nationwide is Goodwill, as well as the Salvation Army, and then you have a lot of up and coming local thrift stores. I love to support church thrift stores because usually if there's a church thrift store, things are going back into their ministries. Usually their food ministries, their well, I forget the name of it, but when they need to help other people, benevolence funds and things of that nature. And they tend to have really, really great deals. So my favorite thing to thrift for is not fashion, but um, crafting things that you don't normally see anywhere. And if you do see them, it's like to me a treasure hunt every time I go into the thrift store. I too am a hoarder light in remission. So I could go to the thrift store and it's not necessarily, if you're going to find something, it's what you're going to find because it's going to be something there that will catch your eye and say, ooh, this needs to come home with me. Whether it is home decor, a cute shirt, or, a hat or what have you. It might even be some pictures, things of that nature. So I am really in love with the whole idea of thrifting and upcycling.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I am, yes, I am getting together because I really want to participate in, maybe not this year, but next year's upcycling um fashion show in PA. I forget the young lady's name, but however, so what I am doing is creating these dresses, and the dresses are made from the bikini bottoms, and then I'm going to take a thrifted skirt and or pieces and put it together and make it into a dress. So and make them into a dress. So that is one
Ooh,
of my, I know, right? It is
that
such
sounds
a
like,
fun thing to do.
yeah, that sounds
And
like
and
that's gonna be fun.
and it's really fun. To me it's like it's the hunt. What am I going to find and how much am I going to spend? My thing is how much am I going to save? And don't get it twisted. These thrift stores are starting to go a little bit to the left because they're starting to charge sometimes even more than what the price tag would have been if it was brand new.
Really?
Really, and I have a hard time with that. You know, these items are given to you. Why are you charging top billing dollar? I'm coming to the thrift store for a deal and for a unique find. So, I think a lot of times, they're top heavy where, the CEO and all of these people are getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars. And then when it comes down to running the store, the management, the people who are actually working the store, they're not getting paid as much. And then on top of that, now you're charging the consumer, the customer, all this money. I should
Yeah,
not have to pay $7 for a $10 piece. It
right.
should be probably like $4 or $5. Let's just keep it reasonable.
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
that's my spin on, but you also can find some really, really great things on top of it. So
What about explain? Have you seen the I don't know, are they called dumpsters? But you'll see them like outside of
oh
stores and things like
yes.
that.
Mhm.
What is your take on those? Explain some of that.
Honey, when I get me a car, it's happening. Okay. Right now I don't have a car. And when I did have a car, I wasn't really hip. So they call it dumpster diving, and a lot of times now it's glam dumpster diving. So what they'll do is they'll find like the Victoria's Secrets, the Bath and Body Works. They'll go to the Nordstrom, Saks Fifth Avenue, and they will open up those dumpsters. And a lot of times these stores are like just throwing away brand new things, and there's nothing wrong with them. And sometimes they even damage the goods. So nobody
Mm-hmm.
can make
Mm-hmm.
away with it. That part to me is insane. First of all, there's so much waste. You guys
Yeah.
could have donated it somewhere. Um, and even if you're not going to donate it, don't damage it so nobody else can make good use of it. You're not going to do anything with it. So why make it so nobody else can? That to me is insane. But people are coming up with some really great finds.
Yeah. And we've seen some really good things going through Instagram. So I have a few videos I want
Oh,
to go
yeah.
through. So let's get into that portion of the show. Let
Exciting.
me Yeah, listen, when I tell you they have figured it out, honey. They have literally figured it out with
You better.
it's literally a new item. It's not even just revamping in a sense. It's like creating
Hmm.
a whole new item, a whole new. Let me go ahead and share this screen and see
Hmm.
if we can first
Absolutely.
one. See if we can get this first one up. Hold on. Tell me when you can see it.
I can see it.
Okay, great. Okay. So again, I don't own any rights to any of these photos that I'm getting ready to show. These are specifically just images that I've found on Instagram and just want to share some of them with you all. So this page here, Upcycle Licks, I'm assuming. Again, everything is recycled. And it's a brand. So you see
Love it.
here.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. So this is let me see, isn't it a shame that none of these items will ever be made again? Okay, so she only does one item clearly. So this is the upcycle sweatshirt. And you see that she put Nike on it. Here is another upcycle sweatshirt here.
Hmm.
What do you think about the
Very
upcycling?
unique.
Mm-hmm. I
I
like
think
how
it's
the
very unique.
designs.
They're works of art.
Mm-hmm. 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 Let
And
me see.
if she does it correctly, if she does it right, they can really be like today's Picasso's. I
Mm-hmm.
really like that one. It's real wavy. I like that. Reminds me of the ocean.
The blue is good. This is fun.
Hmm.
This would go
That's
really
fun. Yeah.
good with Air Max or something like that. I could see.
Hmm. Hmm. Very hip hopish. I like that one.
Yeah.
Ooh, cute. I love a good pink.
This is definitely giving me like 90s vibe ish. I
Come
could
on
see
now.
that.
Yeah.
That's
Hmm.
giving me 90s. Let's see. So she definitely upcycles a lot of sweats. Um, these are, let's look at the pants, some floral pants.
No,
These are
no.
these are nice. I love it. I love
Mm-mm.
this.
It's okay.
Uh,
I don't.
okay. But see, I love flowers. I love
Right,
floral.
right. That's not Art Deco. That other one, the flowers again. I like it better on the shirts than the pants. But you know what?
Okay.
It's all about how you style it, and I know you would make that all unique and cute.
Let's
That reminds me
see.
like of a video game.
Let's see. Let me see if I can find one more really quickly.
Hmm.
These are wait. Um, this is another wait. Okay, hold on. Sorry. 1 second.
It's all good. Yeah, and this is like a new wave, a new trend. And even if it's not new, it's just something that's like starting to really blossom and boom, where people are
Mm-hmm.
like taking all types of things that you would, even shower curtains and making like pants out of them, like things that you would never, even the old school knitted that is just so yummy to me. I'm just over it. I'm in love.
Yeah, I love this. The
I'm
item,
in love.
the sequin dress,
Mm.
and then putting it over some booties. Ooh,
Woo! Don't make
I
me over. Don't make me
I love this.
over. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
It's
That's just yummy for no good reason.
yeah, it looks good.
Don't talk to me right now. I'm shining. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she did that.
So this her page is definitely about upcycling different things. I want to see if something else
Now,
something else.
who is this?
I just was Googling. I mean, I just was searching and I went through.
Hmm.
She was not available tonight, but I still wanted to give her
That's
flowers.
okay. Absolutely.
Um, and just to see how somebody else kind of styles and put things together.
Yeah.
Upcycle.
That's the
Here.
part that gets me together. I have to learn how to do that. That is like that's the science behind it all. Yeah, the framing of the body, the measurements.
That's a designer, honey.
Hmm.
She
I
does
like
she
that so
does
much
really.
better on.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. Let's see. So this is the upcycle. This is the metallic foil denim. I know a lot of women were
Yay.
wearing these for the Beyonce concert.
Yes, I have. That's the part of my collection that I will be making as well. Yeah,
Yeah,
that foil. I
I saw.
have it. I have it.
Well, girl,
Now, guess where else you? Hold on. Guess where else you could get that foil from? You'll never guess.
where?
It's really, really cheap place.
The
Okay,
dollar store.
I know it's. You already know it. Boom. She knows.
The
Yes, you
dollar
can purchase
store.
those foil pieces from the Dollar Tree, and it's like I've gotten so many because it's such a great deal. And they have different colors. They have the rose gold, the foil color blue, gold, silver, red. Oh my gosh. If you could imagine, I've been going crazy. Hmm.
Yeah, I would never have thought the dollar store, but I definitely believe it once you said it. I was like, yeah, I can see it. I
Hmm.
can see
Hmm.
it there.
The Dollar Tree is
Um,
coming up now.
seen a lot of stuff there. I've seen a
Yeah.
lot of stuff. Um, so let's give this some wait. Let's go get some hometown. This is hometown pride here. So she
Okay.
actually has a show coming up. Let me know when you can see.
I can
Okay.
see. Hmm.
Okay. So this is Frisk Me Good. She is a fashion designer. She is from Cleveland, Ohio. She has been on Hype Max on HBO. She
Wow.
has
Okay.
had her designs on some of the most prominent people in the game.
Look at
Uh,
Cardi. Hmm.
there's Cardi. Cardi wore her custom Balenciaga sneaker corset here.
Wow. Okay.
Hmm.
See, yeah, that's dope. Hmm.
Yeah.
And
A
who would have
couple.
thought to do that too?
She's made them into dresses. This is like her staple. You see, she had the dresses and a purse
Hmm.
here. Um, I
Cute.
love and the idea of being environmentally friendly. Not
Yeah.
throwing stuff away and being able to
Yeah.
create something from some use that was already it was already out. It was already out there. These were a pair of Yeezys.
Cute.
Um,
Cute.
into her, yeah, into her bustier, and you
It's
see them
very
here.
different. And I'm not a real like I don't really care for the way it looks. It just reminds me of something like off of Predator and Alien. You
Hmm.
know that but when you take it off the shoe and put it with like how she just had it, it looks so much better. Yeah.
I love it. Now look at this.
Yeah.
Now these are Converse tongues. The tongues from the Converse.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You see, she put it up. She
Color
separated the
coding.
black.
Mhm.
Here.
Wow.
How these are tongues? Are you kidding me?
Mhm. Mhm.
This
Who
is
would have thunk
so.
it?
Who would have thought? But
Yeah.
as you mentioned, a lot of people, that's what they're doing now. They are
Mhm.
recycling things, reusing it. A lot of people don't want to wear off the rack.
Right. Because
Um,
it's the possibility of somebody else, you're gonna like see somebody else in your fit. It's just so much more. But when you got a one of a kind piece, baby, no, you're not gonna find this at the store, baby. This is custom.
this is custom. This is custom. I feel it. Yes. So that's her staple. The corsets here.
Look at that
Um,
hair. Wow.
yes, and everything is upcycled. I
Yeah.
I
Now that's a heck of
definitely.
a portfolio.
Mhm. And it's more. I mean, it might be in her bio. Oh, here, like I said, she was on HBO Max.
Is back. Streetwear is really in my DNA. Welcome to season 2 of the Hype. Let's go.
Wow.
Only one designer will walk away with $150,000.
That's a lot of money. Somebody will throw you in the street for that amount of money.
And she's worthy of the Hype. Streetwear's most influential tastemakers.
Offset, Beffy, Marnie. I'm like, I'm here. You have to bring
Yeah.
fire. I want to see some dope shit.
Let's go!
Yes.
And season 2 is a special kind of talent.
The competition is stronger now. I have to step it up.
Better come with it. Your next challenge.
I love that.
Yay. Go
yes.
Cleveland. Mhm.
Yes.
I
She
love
has a show coming up, Area 51 Fashion Show, October 28th at 5 p.m. This is going to be in Lakewood, Ohio.
All
So
right.
if you are in the area, stop by. You see her designer line up is listed there. And
Beautiful.
yeah. Let's see. We have I got a couple other ones. It's some people in Cleveland that actually has some nice designs.
Absolutely. We could start by the woman 10-5, Melanie Hedden. She was part of the Winter Circle, and she does a one of a kind pieces and artwork, and turns her what was it wearable artwork.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Coco Mystique. I'm loving some Coco Mystique.
Mhm.
To me, she's like the queen of what is it? Fatigue, camouflage. She loves good camo and she loves some good leather, and she has a really like a feminine dominatrix style, and
Mhm.
I love
Mhm.
that. Diane Liston, she is been featured on Cleveland Hustles. And she's like really blowing up in the city. She's really got a lot going on and helping a lot of young stylists and designers get it together. So oh, Antoine Feaster, Splash. Oh
Mhm.
yes.
Mhm.
Now
Mhm.
he's upcycle, recycle. He does it all. I'm in love with him. He's leather and lace and jean and fur and all that good stuff. Yeah. And
Mhm.
not
Mhm.
mention Marchel'e, Enchante.
Well, I ain't upcycling too much stuff, but
Not just upcycling, but designing.
mhm.
Designing.
Mhm. 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 Mhm.
And we're not gonna leave Miss Ice out.
Yes. We not gonna do that. Okay, let's
Hmm.
let's see, because we're gonna show some of your stuff shortly, honey. Get
Yeah,
ready.
I'm a fiend. I'm a fiend for a good. I'm a fiend for a good animal print. I'm a fiend.
Okay, so this
Luna is a capital
so this
G. We
one,
got that matching thread for each belt.
um,
And just look at her go.
she was
She's putting
using
the bag
two
together now.
belts
Always got to put your
for
name
this.
on it. Don't forget. And this next part, hand stitching the lining in, took the longest, but
Mm,
she is done. And I am so in love with her. And I added pockets
me
on
too.
both ends because you can never have enough of those guys. This was the idea I was so excited about, sewing the belts around and bringing them together at the top of the handle. I did a double zipper because why not? I also did these little X's to reinforce the top of the strap. The inside has more leopard on the zipper. Okay, bye.
Mm.
I've had this idea in my brain to
Okay,
upcycle
so the
belts a
other thing
specific
that
way,
I
but there needs to be
enjoy
two the same
about
length.
um the other thing that I enjoy about upcycling is everything doesn't have to be um everything doesn't have to be upcycled, meaning you can
Hmm.
have some things that is new, some things that is old. Look, borrowed and blue, honey,
Come
right?
on now.
You can have it all. And
Absolutely.
I think that's really nice when it comes to upcycling. Like, it doesn't all have to be a certain way. So if you like thrifting and things, how do you get that smell out? And if anyone else knows, how do you get that smell out of the clothing? Do you think it has a
Well,
smell?
it depends on what thrift store you're going to. A
Okay.
lot of times I think one of the sense is that to prevent bugs. You know what I'm saying? And they're the
Okay.
sanitization smell. So what
Mhm.
I like to do is a good borax, a good ammonia, and good vinegar alongside your regular regimen of your um detergents. I'm a free and clear girl because I have a lot of allergies, skin allergies.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
do a lot of vinegar and ammonia alongside my free and clear, and that usually does really good, and good a nice dryer sheet. Yeah,
Okay. So that's how you get those smells out. Okay.
absolutely.
Okay. I was
And you know what? Sometimes you might have to throw that thing away. It might have too strong of a scent.
mhm.
But
Now,
that's part of your screening before you take it off the rack.
mhm. Do you care about, like, if you donate items, do you care about like how or where the item has gone after it's from you, like not going to Goodwill because they're going to sell it, or not going to Salvation Army because they're going to sell it? Like, do you feel like, okay, no, if you're going to get money off of me, I'm going to give it someplace else? How do you feel about it once you donate it?
Well, first and foremost, I love to give to church thrift stores because I know it's going towards, they're going to resell it. Let it go towards a good ministry. You know, some place that's going to really give back at that local level. Then after that, it goes to who gonna come get this stuff, depending on how much stuff I have, how big it is. Then I'm gonna see who's gonna come and pick it up from my dump. And then from there, you know, like seriously, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes some places they come and they get, you know, big ticket items, and you don't have the time or the manpower to move it, and they'll come pick it up and boom, it's out your space, you know. So that's a really big consideration. And you know where, you know, my goods are going to. I wanted to go for the greatest good, you know. So I first start at the church, and then who's gonna come get it, and then from there, you know, who's closest, you know, who can I get to, and pretty much that's it.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I sometimes see, that's why I say you need all different people in the world. Because baby, when I be ready to donate, I just be like, I want it out my house. Listen, what you do with it is what you do with it afterwards. Because I feel like, you know, things are, you know, everybody can earn money off of it anyway. You know, I make $1 off it. I'm done with my dollar. You make $1 off it. You earned your dollar. Hell, if it can go 3, 4, 5 times after it,
that's
you
good.
know. So be it. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't even bother me.
And some places they will give you a tax write-off ticket too.
Okay.
Like the Habitat for Humanity. Most places do.
I can hear you. I didn't mean to play that yet.
No, it's okay. I'm just saying most places will give you a certificate or ticket where you fill in the blanks, like, okay, I gave this much pair of jeans, or I gave this, you know, much of electrical supplies or technology, what have you, and then you fill in, you know, how much the value was, and then you can actually write it off as a tax write-off.
Love it. Let's get into another look here. Can you see this one here?
I can see it.
Okay.
Oops, scissor time.
Yes. So this is the sweater thrift flip, as she calls it. She added a little distressing details and leg warmers. Where's Leah at? Leg warmers, girl. You supposed to be here talking about that.
How cute.
For personal customization. And you can add and be creative. I love this. I love this. I mean,
I would like to see the distress look.
Huh?
Go ahead, dear. I apologize. Go ahead.
No, you can finish. The distress look.
I would have liked to see the distress look a little more off the ninnies, because it just looked like, you know, regular ninnies. You know, I would have liked to seen it go up a little higher.
But baby, she took that look from work to, baby, let's go to a party. Let's go to a party. Yeah.
Party, yaddy. Yeah, from drab to fab.
Yes, let's see here. Okay. Ooh.
And my thing is, where do these people come up with these ideas? Like, it's like, I love it. I love it. Yeah. I chihuahua.
Oh, yes, playing, baby.
No, don't play with us.
These visuals. I'm just sharing something I saw on social media.
Could you? Oh, she made a hat. Yes.
I love this.
I'm here for it.
I'm here for it.
Now I gotta find who is this to give me some good ideas.
Okay, so here you are. Just BTV.
I actually have glasses today. My mommy took me to go get my glasses, and I really just do not have them on right now.
It's fine. You can always go back, play it, and watch it. You'll see it. You don't have to watch it now. You can see it later.
Wow, how cute. And I love a good denim. Now that girlfriend, where you going?
She put
Ooh,
she
child.
she put it on there, did she?
Yeah. Honey, I'll be worried about sitting down somewhere.
Listen, let's
Got
see.
all my goodies on the floor.
Not the flow, honey. Let's see this puffer jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this was
Yeah.
a blanket.
Shut your mouth. Wow.
Yes, she turned this blanket. This was a $10 blanket, she said. Ooh, wee.
That's dope. That's really dope. It's different.
Yes. That is quite lovely. Button down into a dress. Let's see a
Wow.
couple. We'll show a couple more of her really quickly.
I love these hacks that they do. You're like, I want to know who comes up with these hacks first and foremost. Like,
I don't know.
that is cute.
That is.
Mhm.
She ain't done yet. She not done yet.
I like the top more than the bottom. The bottom's giving me a little diapery vibes, but
Oh, but look what she did. She put that corset on.
yeah. Corset. Yeah, minus the strings. I would have liked it. Now this I'm loving.
And I can see that. So the blankets, because it's just a large piece of fabric. So that's already like going
Come on
about
now.
1 yard, 2 yard, 3 yards of fabric, right?
Yeah. And usually they're better quality too.
I
love it.
Yeah, this is
That's
nice.
giving me modern day Flintstone vibes. I'm into it.
You're into
With
this
the
one?
hat. Come on, girl.
She's ready. Okay, I'm just loving her page. We're gonna do a couple more. So this was a bag. So she took that bag. I would have carried that bag like that, honey.
Period. Yeah. Like what we got? Why you doing that? Okay, I see where you're going with this. Beautiful. That, I mean, she's so creative.
And
you got to yes, and yes again.
Ooh.
Now that's something you really got to have, the hips and dips for, because that back is all the way out and it's looking good. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks good. Okay, this is the last one. I'm not showing no more for her page. We got some other to show.
Right. Wow.
So this is another blanket. I've seen a lot of these with the blanket with the tassel here. Yeah. Ooh.
Cute. Very cute.
Yeah, she looks good. She looks good.
And she knows how to sew for her frame. She knows how to frame herself up just right. Because sometimes you see those custom pieces and they be looking like that would have been nice, but it's just a little off. She frames herself perfectly.
Yeah, it looks good. She looks good to me.
From a blanket, from a frozen blanket at that.
Yeah. I think that's one of the main things that I enjoy with it all is everybody can be creative to some degree. The tailoring definitely changes everything. Yes.
Thank you.
Hello. Yeah, I think what I loved about it is everybody can be creative. I think people just get stuck on, the high end or what's in the stores for us to see.
What's
and
trending.
then I think and I think once you are creative, and I think that's another thing that social media has allowed us all to see is with social media, I have laughed so hard on social media. Like It's more comedians, just the 3 that they want to promote. With singers, it's more than just the 10 that's in, the limelight. So I
Yeah,
definitely enjoy
absolutely.
everything that comes along, with social media and what you see and whose ideas that you get to see come to life. And you see that, baby, it's some fabulous. When I say fabulous, it's some
Yes.
fabulous people stepping around
I'm in
these.
agreement. Much
Mhm.
more than the top 10 that you see, the chosen few. It's so many of us out here that are worthy to be seen and heard. And such a shame that the powers that be only promote such a few. You know,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
when there's
Mhm.
so many, and so I think that's a game changer with social media, is now that one of my baby cousins, GQTV, he said you have to find your audience because everyone isn't for everybody. And that's what social media to me has given everybody a much more level playing field.
Now let's get into this. This is ties turned into a bucket hat. Now this is
Mm,
so. Now I don't know how to sew, but my husband, he has ties that he doesn't want. I could have made me a cute little bucket hat
mm-hmm.
if I knew how to sew, but I don't know how to sew.
And it's not that hard. The hardest thing, because I don't really, I'm evolving. The hardest thing is learning how to thread your machine and sew a straight line. Once you start with that, then I think it just all starts to come to you.
She has her little lining going on, and then these
Yes,
people, they're showing you step by step. Um,
absolutely.
Look at
That's
that.
awesome. And those are one of a kind pieces. That's my fave. That black and white was my fave. Like
Mhm.
I'm
People,
over it.
and that's what people want getting dressed now. They want to wear something that's different. I'm gonna see if I can
Mm-hmm.
find it off of her page. She did. Oh yeah, she revamped these, upcycled these backpacks from track pants.
Wow.
Yeah, let
Yeah, I
me
see
see
the
if I
Adidas.
can.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Cute.
And they're making a brand from it.
Yeah, yeah.
Here, like I said, you can see. Okay, this is a good one to see. Look, check this one out. This I cannot see the stitch.
Oh, because of the
It's
She said I
covered.
can't see the stitch.
oh,
It was going so well. Yeah, you need to make sure that's in there too. Let's see if this works.
stuff at the end of it.
You can do it. You can do it. But and I like how they're showing you like some of their process. I mean, they're not going to give you all of their
Next
gems,
up, here's a few
but
90s.
I love it.
Yeah, me
Bullshit.
too. Because what, it helps aspiring
Next up, here's a
designers
few
to
90s
to
inspired
see
denim
that they
thrift
can do
flips.
it too.
And the first one
Mhm.
actually has very minimal sewing. Try cutting slits down the side of your jeans and take some wide gross grain ribbon and weave it through the sides. You can
That's
also
cute.
combine one of your flannels with an old denim jacket and turn
Mm-hmm.
old overalls into a tank top. Next, try turning a pair of wide leg
That's
jeans into
cute.
cargo jeans by adding your own pockets. Here, I teach you how to make your pockets from scratch, but you can also just cut pockets from old jeans and sew them onto the pants for a quicker transformation. And if you don't have any wide leg jeans, try turning your old skinny jeans into wide leg jeans. Just add a triangle piece of denim on the side, and you've got straight leg or wide leg jeans, depending on how wide the triangle was. And you can also use this method to turn your skinny jeans into bell bottoms. And if you really like the
Love
mixed
it.
denim look, try these paper bag waist jeans, which combine a lot of pair of jeans. Or you can simply add grommets to a too big pair of jeans and use a belt to cinch them in. And here's
I like
another
those.
idea for a too big pair of jeans. Try the crossover look. These are everywhere right now, but they're pretty simple
Not
to
a fan.
do. And here's another amazing mixed denim vibe. This one only uses 2 pairs of jeans and alternates them with frayed exposed seams. But what if
I
you're more
like
of a
it.
hand sewer? Here's the perfect one for you. Try embroidering a design onto your jeans. I always get a ton of compliments when I wear these, and you could literally embroider anything you like. Once you've done a few of these projects, you'll definitely have some denim scraps left over. So try adding them to the bottom of a t-shirt to make this denim corset tee. Definitely let me know what you think and follow me here for more amazing upcycles.
I like the
Next up,
bells.
here's a few 90s inspired denim thrift flips.
Oh,
And
go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Very nice. No, I love the fact that she's giving like the pointers. Like, okay, if you can't make this, you don't know how to make a pocket, just take it off the one and put it on the other. And I think a lot of times, especially with me, I overthink, and I think this. I'm always in my head because I'm like, I'm wanting to
Yes.
design like the perfect piece. You know what I mean? I don't want
Uh-huh.
you coming back to me saying it fell apart, something wasn't right. Whoopty
Mhm.
whoopty whoop. When
Mhm.
I'm making something, I'm making it like the old school, not the new school stuff that is built to fall apart and fray and all that. I want it to
Right.
be solid. I want my stuff to
Mhm.
last like for generations to come. Like you're gonna have to break my stuff, you know,
I
literally.
I know that's right, honey.
hmm So I like the
Listen.
fact that she's helping to get you out of your head. Like if you
Mhm.
don't do
Mhm.
this, then just do that.
And then some people, it sounds like they're actually having you on because they're going to teach you. Like they put those little clips up because they're
hmm
actually they probably have some classes or some forums or something where you'll
hmm
be able to just go on and learn how to do it. So it's plenty things that I see people are doing with their upcycle pieces.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Now, honey, how is it 9:26, baby?
9:26.
It's 9:26.
Party. Time flies when
Yes.
you're having fun.
Time flies when you're having fun. I love this show with the different things. I think it was definitely some good tips. Jackie left some good tips on how to
Cool.
actually go through and thrift. You left some
hmm
good tips with okay, yeah, here it is. Some few comments that Jackie went on and put in.
Yes.
Um You left a good idea, Letitia. If you're still listening, you could put that in how to get the smell out of the clothing,
Yeah.
the natural way. I love that, and I just love the idea of creators being able to create. I love a one of a kind piece.
Yes,
Um,
Lord.
yeah, just ways that you're able to see someone else's vision.
hmm
Life. I love that. Custom designs by Ice. Are your items going to be one of a kind? You're gonna do like a whole line of it so a few people be able to
Right.
benefit from it? Or tell us a little bit about custom designs by Ice.
Custom Designs by Ice is definitely more of a boutique type of thing where I'm a few of a kind. I really am aiming to have where high quality meets quantity, and I'm more so focused on the quality of it opposed to the quantity. Um, some of the things will be one of a kind. Some of them will be few of a kind, and there will be pieces that it will be a collection. So it's a little bit of flavor going on in there, a little bit of everything. Yeah.
Little bit of flavor. So right now I have the bottom scroll to follow custom designs by Ice on there.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, we've been doing like a little revamp over here at Formula EOSBM. The more
hmm
followers we get, the more engagement we get, the more we will do. So we have a new backdrop. We did a little bit of editing here,
Yes.
so it's a little bit clearer. Our camera, we got a
Beautiful.
little mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check
What to?
1 2
Oh
1
yes, honey.
2.
Yes, I'm just so.
Yeah.
I was like, I knew something's different, but what's going? Yes,
Yes. So yeah, we're
come
just trying to
through.
find ways to, make the page.
Improve.
Yes, improvement. That's the best way to say it.
Absolutely.
And once we do that and get everything going on, I think everything will be good for us.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
want to also put out there tonight. We are going to start doing more ads on Formula EOSBM. So if you know anyone who has a brand and they want a 15-second commercial, and we're just going to do 15 seconds, can't be 30 minutes. The show is just an hour, even though we're on longer tonight. It's been an hour and a half. We're doing 15 seconds commercial clips. Again, with YouTube, the video is always there. You'll be able to clip it, show it, repost it, do whatever you need to do. Again, everybody is always ready to go straight to ABC or BET or Revolt TV or things like that. Sometimes let's get it in and let's tighten it up. Let's get it out to the people who are visiting, who can see the things now. As you see, I'm fighting with Malaya. I guess Malaya said her mama talking. I'm gonna talk too because we fighting for the mic over here.
Yes, you gotta fight for your rights. You better tell
fighting
us.
for the mic. But what I said again is we're looking for new sponsors. If you have a brand and you have a 10 to 15 second commercial that you would like air here on Formula EOSBM, send it. And it does not have to be only beauty, fashion, and travel. It has to be something kind of along the lines. But hey, if you're into selling sex toys, it doesn't matter to me. This may not be your group, but it may be your group because we don't know everybody. Listen, we don't know everything that everybody is doing. So if you're selling makeup, you have your own makeup line, your own skincare line. It could be sex toys. It could be a clothing line. It could be your travel brand. It could be your new IT service. It doesn't matter, whatever it may be. If you already have your 10 to 15 second commercial, send it over here. We'll talk about the rates and so forth from that. But that's it. And then, if you're watching, you can send us a love offering anytime to Style by Marchel'e, PayPal, or Cash App. Any and all donations are just a way to just keep the encouragement, keep the page going and rolling.
Takes time and effort and money to do all of this. It's fabulous.
It does. And you spend money. You spend more money than you think you do. But as Jackie mentioned earlier, when it's something that you love, it's never work.
That's right.
You really want to do what you love. So who remembers the candle fragrance of the evening? Anybody remember the candle fragrance? The candle fragrance of the evening. Does anybody remember?
Do you remember?
Wait, I thought you was about to hit him with the Michael Jackson one. Do you remember the time when we fell in love?
First lit this candle?
Yes, the candle fragrance of the night was rose water and ivory. Rose water
go Lanisha.
Yay. Yes. And these smell so good. So again, Carolyn, you received 10% off of your Seychelles clothing. Good to purchase at any time. It's no it's on you when you want to spend and get your cash in your 10%. It's good.
All right.
Okay, so Letitia did go in and add that. Thank you. We wanted to see that. Clean and sanitize your clothing with borax, ammonia, vinegar, along with your other personal detergent. Disclaimer: please follow directions of each chemical. Yes.
True story. Thank you. Very good.
Yeah. Yes, that was a good one. All right. I don't have anything else. Miss Ice, did you have something? Is somewhere you wanna see something else you wanna do? Leah, she said that she washed her clothing as soon as she get them. The dryer sheets are helpful. Vinegar is different. Yeah. If you at home, you can pop on. We get ready to sign off though. But if you want to come on and say hey, you can say hey. Miss Malaya, she ain't sleeping. She got me battling her. Listen, we talkers over here. So this girl,
her name is Squeaky.
She is getting red tea. Okay. She is getting too ready. If anybody want to join the panel. Remember, at the end of the shows, I think I'm going to start just opening up the panel. I really enjoyed the open forum show. So
Oh my gosh,
after
that was
we
so
do
much
our
fun.
after we do our guests and things like that, I want to, just, see who's in the chat. Is there anything you're looking forward to? Anything you have going on? Anything you want to add to the conversation? Anything you saw in social media this week? Miss Ice, did you see anything in social media this week that you're like, girl, I want to talk about it real quick?
Ooh. Uh, it's so much. I'm just gonna say no. Like it's just so much. Just I've been seeing a lot of fighting, so I kind of just skip on through that. Just be safe outside and you know spread as much good as possible. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. But we're gonna
Yeah.
start. We might get into some social media woes coming up. I don't want to call it hot topics because we might say use them
Hmm.
often, may not. But that was upcycling and thrifting. I think we got some good advice. We got some good tips. We got some good insight. Jackie, like I say, thank you for coming on. Jackie Bertolette. The
Yes.
resume is extensive. Model
Hmm.
manager, photographer, magazine editor, the creator and founder of Ohio Fashion Week. She's just an all-around fashion. She used to
Heavy hitter.
model. She sews. She's designer of RJ Luna. Just abundance. Just that's when you breathe fashion, you do it all. And I just love that and love that for her and for sharing her gift with all of us. So thank you
Absolutely.
for that. Now, Miss Ice, before you go, I need to know, do you want to keep your scroll ticker as a custom by Ice, or would you like it iced out productions, or what? How do you want people to search you?
I like the custom designs by Ice because that's where I'm really going. You know, custom designs by Ice, custom designs by no, custom designs by Ice, Iced Out Productions one. So yeah, it's okay. I'm doing my best to become active on all of my platforms and all of my pages. So if anyone is fine.
All right. Well, it's up to you. So right now, I want you all to go on Instagram and follow Custom Designs by Ice. I want to thank Miss Ice for her time here at Formula
Thank
EOSBM.
you.
We talk upcycling and thrifting, and the floor is yours,
Yes.
honey.
Oh my gosh, I love a good thrift. Definitely look and see what colors are. I know Goodwill has a color of the week. Savers has usually Mondays is half off. Some if you get a really great thrift store, some of them are fill up your bag type deal. So just open up your mind and also be very careful when thrifting. Make sure it's a reputable place, so you don't want to go picking up some type of bug or anything like that. So just you know keep it safe, keep it cute, and keep it fun. So each one teach one. Let's help to make the world a better place and keep it clean by doing as much upcycling and recycling as possible. And for those who are able to, please donate. It's don't put it in the trash. Donate it, give it away to somebody who can make good use of it. And start with the greatest good of all, those places that are going to directly impact your community, and then go out. So that's my tip for today. I love, love, love thrifting and upcycling. So each one teach one. It's your girl, the one and only Ice Baby.
Ice baby. Toodles. Okay, guys, that has been Formula EOSBM tonight. We are talking upcycling and thrifting. And we want to make sure we are doing something with those items. You don't want to just keep those items in your closet. You don't want to house them in a warehouse. There's no reason for that. I want to get into this really old clip. Now, this is a few years old, but it's very it definitely still pertains to today and what we're talking about right now. This was when Kim Kardashian was slammed for her warehouse of items. This is a full warehouse of things that she has. Here it is. Kim Kardashian slammed as ridiculous for hiring a huge warehouse to fit 30,000 pieces of her favorite clothes. Come on now, 30,000 pieces. You have a warehouse of items. We know that there is no way that you're going. This literally looks like a store full of the rails and just boxes and clothes and clothes. And people definitely had something to say to Miss Kim. This was a few years back about those clothes where they could have been donating. It's just taking up space. And people felt like, hey, do something else with that, with those items, do something else with those clothing. Tisha, in Cleveland, you have to know what side of town to shop on and to get the bargains. There you go. So in the meantime, if you are looking to upcycle or thrift, it looks like you can purchase thrifted items, upcycle items from different people. As you know, people are upcycling furniture. They're taking, I've seen where they've taken Gucci clothing and they've done upholstery to different chairs or different couches, sofas, things of that nature. They've taken curtains and they've made nice blazers. They've taken blankets and they've made chaps. You saw the two-piece outfit that the women have done. There's so many things you could do. You just have to have the idea and you have to have the fabric. And once you do all of that, you are great. Let me see. Let's see. There is a question. I didn't see this one. Are there particular colors we should wear for the fall or other seasons? Okay, great question. So when you're going into fall, the first thing that I like to say is look outside. So the fall is a good reference of just going outside, looking at the colors on the leaves. Those are all good go-to colors to wear for the fall. So you have the greens, the browns, the golds, the reds, the burgundies, the maroons. Those are all great items to wear for the fall. Colors. You can still do your blacks, you can still do your deep browns. And really, I mean, if you want to wear your navies, your whites, your reds, go ahead to it. But I would say if you want a specific color, you want to follow along with the fall fashion trends, just look outside when the leaves are changing, and those are the colors to go with. Okay, yeah. So that has been Formula EOSVM tonight. I have been Marchel'e. I am your host. Let me know how you like the new design, if you could tell a difference with the sound. Next week is our Halloween show. We have found some beautiful, oh my God, these look like Hollywood stars makeup design. So we're going to do that. If you feel you want to be a part of the show, we're dressing in cats. We're doing our little cat face. We're not hiring no makeup artists. We're just doing it ourselves. So we're gonna do our little nose, have our little eyelashes, our little whiskers. I want you all to join the panel. It's gonna be an open panel for the Halloween show. We're all just gonna talk about the clips again, like we seen, but it's gonna be our Halloween show next week. Malaya, honey. She don't want me to live. She don't want me to live, honey. She don't want me to live, darling. She like, I'm talking to you too. So follow me on Instagram if you aren't. It's Style by Marchel'e. Be sure to follow Miss Ice, follow Leah as well. All of our friends of the show. If you want to get your ad on Formula EOSBM, be sure to contact me about your 10 to 15 second slide. Doesn't matter what it is that you sell. In the meantime, in between time, I am Marchel'e, and it's a lifestyle. They're always watching. So give them something good to look at, baby. We're out of here. Toodles. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's get ready for this live chat. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe right